Yes, hello viewers. You're welcome to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Matwa Benard, a teacher of ICT by profession. Today, I've made some content of which I want to share with you. It's about the introduction to ICT now. So yes, I was giving you the overview in the previous video of what we're going to be working upon. So today we are going to talk about the introduction to ICT, that is in O level, of which after the introduction we shall now go to the syllabus. After going into the syllabus, now I'll begin making individual videos for each class. That is, if for example senior 1, senior 2, senior 3, senior 4, senior 5, senior 6, I'll be making individual videos for each class. That is either that is termly and also annually. So without wasting time, let me go into my screen. Let me share my screen with you. So today we are going to cover about introduction to ICT. It's here in this partition, understanding ICT for the curriculum, and here it is. So the first slide is introduction to ICT for O level your curriculum. That is paper 1, P8050 by teacher Matwa Benard. So a question comes here: what does ICT mean? I remember using the word ICT yesterday so much, and I realized after some time that I was using the abbreviation so much, but later I worked upon it. So ICT simply means information and communication technology. So when I talk about information involves the convergence of information technology, computer software, data storage, and processing. So in other words, it deals entirely with the information part about, for example, data storage, storing that information and also processing it. And on another hand, we have communication. Remember, information is that letter I, communication that is C. Communication involves the exchange of information or data between the communicating devices. So from that we go to letter T, and that is technology. Technology, it encompasses the computing devices, the internet, software application, data usage, and management. So technology simply involves those devices: computing devices, internet, software application, and the data usage. So from that perspective of understanding ICT by definition, other than dwelling in the abbreviation, what are some of the reasons as to why we teach or students are supposed to learn ICT? Majority of the students who move from P7 to come to senior 1, they come when they do not know things, and at some extent, some of them just do go for ICT because it's meant to be taught and they're supposed to do it. But you as a learner are supposed to also know the reason as to why, that passion as to why you are meant to study ICT. One, it helps a learner to develop and consolidate his required ICT skills. That could be like any inbuilt talent. To develop and consolidate his acquired ICT tool. What you learn to develop more from it and consolidate, making it like part of you. Another one, it helps a learner to be aware of new and emerging technologies. When I say new and emerging technologies, now what are the new things that are coming? Like for example, during those years back, we didn't used to have AI, and these days we have AI and even of different categories. And it's helping people to do research, to find out more information about something, although at some extent it's making people to be reluctant, not using the heads, but instead using the technology to solve problems, of which that's the purpose of it. So another one, it encourages the learner to develop as an independent individual user. Uh, to make a learner be confident to use the ICT tools, not that kind of learner who sits back and instead wait for someone, you do this, do this, no. And with time, we're going to be doing practicals, and we are going to see if it means sitting side by side, you see the video, we have done this, you do this, that's okay. It's all about equipping a learner with the required skills or information, and that learner develops from it. Another one, it helps the learner develop the ICT skills and enhance their work in a variety of the field. In other words, what you learn from ICT, use it to also other fields. Generally, in a school setting, we do teach, and in other fields, it can be like application. Like you are employed as a secretary to just get your skill, like typing word, you using all the Microsoft features to come up with some documents and those other fields. Another one, it equips the learner with the skills for long life. What you learn from it, you can never forget. You will continuously be with that inside. Another one, it helps the learner to develop new ideas for self-employment. Self-employment is simply a learner devising means to look for ways of living through the use of ICT. Like for example, now we are in holidays, schools are closed, but someone can begin doing is some stuff like videography, uh, using the graphics design with just the ICT skills. Like for example, students can begin going into stationery, printing. Yeah, so that's it. And another one, it helps the learner to get skills used in learning other subjects. For example, doing research using the ICT tools, using the computers, of course, when it's connected to the internet. So, another thing is some careers in the field of ICT. I usually ask learners, what do you want to do after studying this ICT? Though majority of them go into that aspect. I want to become a hacker. Yeah, yeah, that one is also a part of self-employment, of which people usually term it in the other way of illegal activities. So, some of the career opportunities that you can get in the field of ICT, one, you can become a computer operator. So, when you talk about a computer operator, it deals with, like, for example, entering data into the computer for it to be processed. And another career, you can become a computer technician. When I talk about a computer technician, that one deals with troubleshooting, in other words, about the hardware failure or the software failure. In other words, troubleshooting deals with finding out the reason as to why something is not working as in the normal ways. So that's it. And the troubleshooting, we are going to cover it in senior 4. We are going to cover it in senior 4 when we are talking about softwares. And number three, you can become a computer engineer, whereby you begin designing computer components like the motherboard, uh, storage devices, and other electronic components. So, in number four, someone can become a computer programmer. I remember when I was here at campus, we were trying to become computer programmers. We go in the field of education. So the next one, someone can become a web administrator. When you talk about a web administrator, you can begin designing websites, or you can also be in the other aspect of managing the websites. The next one, someone can become a computer engineer, whereby most engineers analyze the user's needs and look for problems. In other words, using the ICT tools, looking for ways of how they can overcome those problems. So, another one, you can become a computer trainer. You get your room somewhere, you put your computers there, you tell people to be coming, you train them. Yeah, you get some money from that. Or you can become a network administrator. That deals with setting up a computer network. You can also become a database administrator. When you talk about database administrator, it deals with the installation, configuration, upgrade, administration, monitoring, maintenance, and securing database of an organization. Database just it deals with managing the organization's data. So this one, number 10, I've been talking about it. You can become a graphics designer, of which you can deal with the photography and the such. People are earning a lot of money, like in parties, yeah, and doing some other ICT related stuff. So you can become a system administrator, whereby be responsible for the upkeep, configuration, reliable operation of computers, especially multi-user computers, whereby computers which are used by more than one users, you can now become a system administrator. So with those few slides on top, at least someone can tell what he or she, the reason as to why he is studying the ICT, and also the career opportunities that comes when you study ICT. The next one is now, what is ICT all about? Information and communication technology. So information and communication technology has a variety of things, of which I managed to just put some so that someone can really see. One, we have a computer hardware. When you talk about a computer hardware, these are the physical and tangible parts of a computer, of which we shall talk about it in the preceding videos. Software development, coming up with the softwares, networking and communication, issues of working with the communication, sharing information from different destinations, networking now, connecting or linking together, database management, about the organization's data, information system, managing systems of deals with the information system, informations generally. We have artificial intelligence, cyber security, that's whereby hackers are usually gotten from, data science and analytics, examining data, how it is, like trends of data, human computer interaction, cloud computing, that is now storing your information in the cloud, and the internet. So those are some of the things we do. There's some of the things that ICT is having. I've put this ETC because these are not the only ones. There are more. Because someone might begin saying that, no, I just saw few, but there are more others. So in a previous video, I remember telling you we are going to go into the understanding the syllabus, of which I felt like, let me first give you this to prepare you to understand the syllabus. So in the syllabus, the O-level syllabus, we are having some terms that we are meant to understand it before we go into there. So some of them we are going to see them abbreviated as, like for example, learning outcomes as L, K, knowledge, V, values, U, understanding. So you are supposed to also get the meaning of such information here. So the first one is competence. Competence. So what does competence mean? Competence simply means the ability of the learner to apply their learning with confidence in a range of situations. Ability of a learner to apply their learnings with confidence in a range of situations. A learner to freely express what he or she has learned. Another one, we have what we call the theme. Theme simply means the main subject matter to be discussed or described. That's what we call the theme. And another one, we have what we call the topic. Topic simply means the area of focus to be discussed about. Remember, the theme is the main subject matter to be described or discussed. Then the topic, what exactly the area of focus to be discussed. Then we have also the learning outcome. The learning outcome, this one deals with the statement which specifies that the learner has understood after you learning something. The learning outcome, what shows that you really understood that particular content and be able to do with it in a specific subject. Like for example, when I teach you the learning outcome, I expect you to understand something and use it in some other way. Then in K is the knowledge. Sorry, this one is supposed to be the retention of information. You receive some information and you keep it in head. That is knowledge. Like for example, when someone asks you, you can easily bring it back and you tell that it's like this and that. So we have the S. S is the skills. Skills, just the ability to perform a physical or mental act or operation. Skill just now deals with the practical application of knowledge, what you have in head, doing it practically. Values, V, is the inherent or acquired behaviors or action that form a character of an individual after you learning something, which impact it brings to you. So, and how do you portray it? That is the values. Like for example, someone learns ICT and begins using the computers easily. You have gotten some value. And we have another one, the GS. GS is generic skills. The skills which are deployed in all subjects and which enhance the learning of those subjects. These skills also equip younger people for work and for life. What you learn to integrate it with other fields. So We've talked about the theme, what it means, and now here we are. Remember, the theme is the main subject matter to be discussed or described. So, here the question is, what are the things that ICT has in O level? So, we have only four themes, that is the computer system, data management and sharing, ICT safety and environment, and the publications. So computer systems is all about like if I can give the example, like the brief introduction of ICT tools, the hardware, all those stuffs in the computer system. Data management and sharing, we have something like file and folder management, memory measurements, and very many others. And the ICT safety and environment, we have something like health issues that we health issues that are encountered when you use ICT tools. Publications, we have like website, the publication itself, like the using publisher. So NB, these themes are shared among classes and they do have topics in them. Someone can ask, there are only four themes. How about, can it be covered all in senior, or for example, senior one? The answer is no. It is, but it's shared among its classes, as we are going to see in the syllabus. So another question is here, how many topics does ICT in O level have? ICT in O level has 16 topics, of which all these topics begins from senior 1 up to senior 4. In other words, a learner to move out of senior 4 is supposed to know all these 16 topics. The first one is Introduction to ICT as topic 1. All these numbers assigned to them, they are the topics. Introduction to ICT, computer hardware and system setup. I'm going to make a video of it, how to set up a computer system. File and folder management, word processing 1, spreadsheet 1, electronic presentation, information access and sharing, health and safety, word processing 2, spreadsheet 2, electronic publication, database management, web design. Web design is the first topic of senior 4. I'm going to make some video of it also. Electronic waste management, basic software management, system and the data security. So those are the 16 topics that are meant to be covered in O level. And we are going to see how the syllabus divides it, of which I made some presentation, but we shall see how also they are in the syllabus. As I told you, I'm going to also make individual videos to show what is meant to be covered in senior 1, the learning outcome, the theme, everything organized in the right way. So, topics in senior 1, that is now the annual coverage from term 1 to term 3. Senior 1 has 2 themes, that is computer system and data management and sharing it, and it has 5 topics. One is Introduction to ICT, computer hardware and system setup, file and folder management, word processing 1, spreadsheet 1. So that is one of the 5 topics that are meant to be covered in senior 1. And in senior 2, also it has 2 themes, that is data management and sharing and ICT safety and environment. of which we have spreadsheet one, electronic presentation, information access and sharing, and also health and safety. When I talk about, like, for example, word processing, now this is the use of the Microsoft Word document or word processor to manipulate informations. Uh, Spreadsheet, we use Excel. Uh, electronic presentation, that is PowerPoint. Information access and sharing, how to send and share informations between emails, WhatsApp, accessing information on the internet. Health and safety, that deals with the ethical ways that we use ICT tools, and in case ethical ways how we use ICT, but in line with our health and also the computer itself. So we shall look at the positive and the negative side. In senior 3, we do have also two themes, that is data management and also sharing, data management and sharing, and also publication, of which we shall cover about word processing 2. Someone can be seeing we saw word processing 1 there. In the senior 1, word processing 1 is generally using WordPad, of which WordPad doesn't have a lot of features, though at some extent I just teach learners everything there. So I have a spreadsheet 2 using Excel. Electronic publication, that is using the publisher. And the final and senior 3 conclude by covering database management system, designing database using Microsoft Access. And in senior 4, we have topics like web design under the themes such as publication, ICT safety, and environment, and computer system. We have communication, whereby we are going to see how to design a website. And for me, I usually teach in 2 ways. In other words, using coding, you write codes, that is HTML tags, and we shall also use a software. We shall use Expression Web, though also someone can use also the Dreamweaver. Other people can prefer using the WordPress, but for the school level, we can use the tags, you can use the Expression Web, you can use Dreamweaver. WordPress is more of advanced, that one goes for commercial, of which we shall do something about it also. So, yeah, this is the last thing. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and I would like you to also be sharing this video to other people so that they know we are meaning business. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Do not forget to subscribe, to like, send to other people the link so that they know whatsoever we are doing. Yeah, we'll meet in the next video. Have a nice time.